Hello everybody and welcome to another F1 25 gameplay video. I'll say another F1 25 gameplay video. I haven't done one for a while, but today we are going to be trying to win the championship with Max Verstappen. Now, unfortunately, I did have a little look before the start. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be an option in career mode anymore where you can join in the middle of a season or join at a certain point. So we're going to have to do this in a single race. But basically, I am going to be trying to win the title with Max Verstappen. Now, obviously, we're going to play this out as if it was in real life. Max Verstappen obviously has a 12-point deficit to Lando Norris at the moment, so we are going to try and see, using these circumstances, if we can get ourselves in a position where Max Verstappen can be a 5-time world champion. So we're going to have to do this in single race, Abu Dhabi. We're going to have to go as Max Verstappen himself. We'll do some qualifying. We'll do like a 25% race and just see if we can come out on top. So we are going to head into qualifying now. Obviously the permutations is that Max needs to win the race. I'm just going to change that. Max needs to win the race and hope that Lando Norris does not finish on the podium. So that is what needs to happen. Obviously with a 12-point swing he can finish second, but Norris would need to finish, let's work it out, 18 points. Lando Norris would need to finish 8th or lower, which is very, very unlikely. So the realistic scenario is that, yeah, we win the race and hope that Lando finishes 4th or below. We've not got off to the best start here, I've got to be honest. Qualifying, if you've watched my F1 25 career mode, you will know that qualifying is not really my forte, and it's looking pretty worrying. If I'm qualifying in 16th place in a Red Bull, right, that's a lot better through there. Much better on the exit as well. We just need to really make some gains in the final sector, and we've done all right here. Up to P8, not a long way behind Lando Norris. We kind of need him to be off the front row, really. But now we're finally starting to hook it up. We just need a really, really good final sector. That straight absolutely killed us, but we've managed to get it back. Into the final sector we go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. 2 more corners. Can we get pole? Or is Lando going to snatch it off? As that was a poor corner there. That might have cost us. Into the final corner. Run for the line. And we are on the front row. P2. I'm definitely happy with that. On the inside line as well. So if we can get a good start, then who knows? But yeah, that's really good. Lando Norris on pole. If we can get to the front, if we can have a good start, maybe give him a little squeeze, maybe Leclerc and Piastri can get past him as well. See, Oscar Piastri in 4th, he's coming into it as the rank outsider, and he's qualified the lowest of the 3. Lewis Hamilton up in 5th, Yuki Tsunoda in 6th, which seems like a very, very unrealistic qualifying session at the moment. Gasly in 8th, Russell and Hulkenberg rounding out, Antonelli down in P15, Sainz in P16. And Liam Lawson at the back. So here we go then, into the race itself. Can we do it? Can Max Verstappen win his 5th world title in this dusk to dark race? The same place he won his first world championship back in 2021. So there we go, 2 tenths down. I mean, it was quite a way. Those last couple of corners were a bit dodgy. But obviously we've seen the grid already, we don't need to go into this. Right, here we go then. So race strategy, we're not doing a 2-stop. That will absolutely kill us. I will go, might just put a little bit more fuel in. It allows us to push for a bit longer. That's my logic anyway. We'll go for the balanced setup that we tried because that seems to work. And here we go then, guys, into the race. I think it's 30, is it 13? Oh, it's 15 laps. Here we go then, ready for the start. It's lights out and away we go, and we do get a better launch than Norris initially. We're not going to be able to give him the squeeze as we head into turn 1. But Leclerc and Piastri have both passed Lando Norris. As it stands, Max Verstappen will be the world champion, but there is an awful, awful long way to go. We've got to be careful about Leclerc, especially as we get onto the straight. But it's a perfect start. Couldn't have been better if I'd planned it myself. I don't really know what happened to Lando Norris there. I think the replay's gone too far now for us to find out. I'm guessing he got a little bit squeezed by Leclerc. But that is a dream start into first place, and we managed to, as we go a little bit wide there, compromise our line a little bit. But our straight line speed was actually decent that time, unlike in qualifying. But here comes Charles Leclerc onto the back of us now, and we're going to have to try and defend the place. Actually, he's not going to make a move. We should be okay for now. Was he having a little look at the inside? He is. That was a little bit dodgy. That could have gone wrong, but we just about managed to hold the lead. So everything is coming up Millhouse at the moment for Max Verstappen. Obviously, if this was, it's kind of put Oscar Piastri in a difficult place. What does he do? Does he let Lando go? Obviously, it's a computer game, so he won't let Lando go. But you know what I mean. I feel like I've asked this question about 5,000 times this season, but how is Max Verstappen still in this championship fight? As Charles Leclerc has a little look at the inside, we're going to hold it down into the braking zone. But yeah, McLaren really should have sewn this up by now, and I've mentioned it before, but those mistakes that they made in Las Vegas with the double disqualification, and then obviously that horrendous strategy call in Qatar has led to this situation. I did not anticipate Leclerc moving there. I probably should have done. But we managed to keep the lead. But yeah, I think, with the car that McLaren have had all season, although there have been races where they haven't performed as well, but on the whole, they've had the fastest car for most of the season. They really should have wrapped this up by now. They just keep giving Max Verstappen these gifts, and he's taking every single one of them. What's our pace relative to Leclerc? We're 4/10 a lap slower. Norris down to 5th now. I didn't even notice that. Lewis Hamilton, Max's old nemesis from 2021, has actually done him a favour there. I do worry though that Ferrari does look quicker. Like, our straight line speed isn't that great. Even in the corners, Leclerc is posing a problem. But if we keep to the inside, we should have just about enough to keep him at bay. It's worked so far. But coming onto this section here, Norris has managed to get back past Lewis Hamilton, but he is quite a few tenths behind Oscar Piastri. And we're just about managing to just keep everything under control at the moment. What lap are we? Again, it's this left-hander. That's my weakest point. Is it lap 7? Let's have a look at this. Yeah, lap 7. I skipped past it again. But yes, I am very, very excited for this weekend. The first time since 2010 that there have been more than 2 drivers still in the championship fight heading into the last round. I believe it's the first 3-way fight since 2007. And it was the rank outsider, Kimi Raikkonen, that won it that day. And he came from a long way back to snatch it off the Ferraris. To snatch off the McLaren, sorry. Can Max Verstappen come from a long way back to snatch it off the McLarens again? To think he was over 100 points behind Oscar Piastri at the halfway stage of the season. He's now in front of Piastri. And within a genuine shot, if things go his way, Charles Leclerc has made the move on us for first place. I think we're just going to have to dive it and hope it works, but I've gone too deep. Have we kept it? Leclerc's still there. Very, very dodgy moves there. Some would say Verstappen-esque style of wheel-to-wheel combat. Leclerc is still there. As we come into this left-hander that I've screwed up so much, I've screwed up again. And that's allowed Leclerc back through. Oh my god. As you can see, I am not well famed for my driving skills. But it's got a whole lot worse because Lando Norris is now in 3rd. And we are in 2nd. So this is a double blow to our championship hopes. Lando Norris has gained a place and I have lost a place. Which means that as it stands, Lando Norris will win the championship. Look, let's go so slowly. They go so slowly into that first corner. Jesus Christ. That's actually worked out for him. He's managed to pull away and now got... Oh, Piastri's got in front of Norris again. So Piastri not playing the team game at all. Right, DRS on Leclerc. Piastri's got DRS on us. But we are, look at how much faster we are than Charles Leclerc, and he might end up losing 2 places here. I've overshot the braking zone completely. This car just does not slow down. And now it's Oscar Piastri that's my closest rival. As he makes his way past. I probably should have given that place to him anyway, because I completely overshot that braking zone. Into the left-hand look, we have a little... No, that was not a good idea. When are you going to learn, Dan? When are you going to learn? If car gap, as Ayrton Senna used to say, and there was no gap there. So Piastri has the lead. Norris is in... Well, he was in 5th, now he's in 4th. Obviously, Piastri needs a 17-point swing himself if he is to win the championship. And he needs Verstappen and Norris to have dreadful weekends. He needs a Sebastian Vettel 2010-esque kind of weekend to have any chance. It's the worst time to have something in my eye. It's really, really itchy. I feel like our pace is definitely fading. What's the tyre situation? It's not too bad. But I haven't even, I haven't even got DRS on Piastri, and Leclerc skates past for second. Are we gonna, can we have a little dive? We'll have a little look. Of course we'll have a look. Bang a little bit with Leclerc. My driving has been, my wheel-to-wheel driving has been absolutely horrendous, but it has been my entire life. It's not going to drastically improve now as Leclerc has a little look at the inside. We just about managed to hold it. But Piastri, who's on harder tyres, I suppose this is the point of the race where the mediums start wearing and the hard tyres start coming into play. So yeah, maybe Piastri is on the right tyres for now and he'll be on the mediums at the end, I'm guessing. Yeah, this win is definitely slipping away from us here. Right, here comes Charles Leclerc. I don't think he's going to have enough. We don't have enough to pull in on Piastri again for the second lap in a row. Did not get DRS. Managed to close a little bit in the slipstream. We'll have DRS this time, will we? Yes, we will. I don't think we'll have enough to overtake Piastri, but the AI is so slow into the corners. And then it really does take you by surprise. Obviously coming into the pits this lap, it looks like we're going to be pitting from second place, but if we can get a couple of quick laps on these hard tyres, Piastri's will start to wear out, and then maybe we'll have the extra pace to get the undercut on him. We'll have to see, as we are going to come in and box now. Leclerc is coming in as well. As Norris staying out? Oh yeah, he's on the hard tyre as well. Both McLarens, like in the Qatar, doing a different strategy, but is it going to work this time? As we both come into the pits almost identically. If we lose the place to Leclerc, it's going to be... No, we've been held up. We've been held up. Damn you, Mercedes. I feel like, though, that shouldn't have held us up that much. We still had clear air, but no. Damn it. That is... Okay, that is a massive blow. We need to get past Leclerc, and we need to get past quickly. I'm eyeing that hairpin. I think waste absolutely no time. Try and get it done as quickly as possible. Losing that place to Leclerc, obviously it's an extra second that we've lost to Piastri as well. That did not go to plan, but we've got the place. I was planning that to be a much smoother and much more on the track. Can we use Lawson? And so we got DRS off of him, and we can use it to keep the place from Leclerc. Now please, as our sister team, you know, play the game here, Liam Lawson. We're going to chuck you some money. I would offer you the Red Bull seat for next year in exchange for your help, but I know you probably don't want that now. Up the inside of Liam Lawson. Fastest middle sector of the race. And that's a car between ourselves and Leclerc, which is very, very much needed. I imagine, oh yeah, one McLaren is coming in. And one McLaren is staying out. I'm hoping that it's Piastri coming in. And we can get the jump on him. But Piastri is coming out. That's a poor last corner from us there. Bit too tight on the exit. But it looks like we are going to come out ahead of Oscar Piastri. So this undercut has worked beautifully. And we've come out in P2, and we should, with Norris on more worn out tyres, we should come out comfortably in front of him as well. And maybe even Norris will drop behind the top 3 and it will put us back in championship winning position. The worrying thing is that Piastri's gained about a second on me already. See, quick and medium tyres. Although we did well to get that gap with the undercut, Piastri is definitely going to be a threat. He's not going to go away as Lando Norris comes in to pit. Right, we are definitely going to come out comfortably in front of Norris, but where is he going to feed out? He's just coming out of the pits now. I reckon he might even be behind Hamilton, you know. I think he will be. Where's he going to feed out? He's 4th at the moment. Lewis Hamilton is... Oh, he's just come out in front of Hamilton. So, as it stands, we are still in championship winning position. With 5 laps to go. And Norris is a second behind Leclerc, albeit on quicker tyres. That's the one advantage he has got. But as it stands, we are going to be champion by 1 point. Right, we have managed to pull away from Piastri a little bit on that lap, but we set the fastest lap of the race with a 28.5. These hard tyres really, really working now. Can Piastri, I guess, on those mediums, can he claw it back? I imagine he will come back into it. I feel like this is the kind of situation where the fastest lap point would have thrown another spanner in the works. I mean, I to be honest, I wasn't really a big fan of the fastest lap point anyway. I think it was kind of, ironically, a bit pointless. But it could have, you know, it could have brought out an extra scenario in this type of situation. And it's taken me an embarrassingly long time to notice that Lando Norris is now up into 3rd. I'm pretty sure that happened a while ago. So as it stands, Lando Norris is going to hold on to win the title, and I really don't think that Charles Leclerc has got anything more to offer. He's lost nearly a second already, and I think despite our valiant efforts, I think this might be over. Unless, I mean, there's a 25% race, there's a chance that Lando's car could break down or something like that. But we need a miracle now, I think. I think Piastri might have cooked his mediums now because he's making little gains. He gained about half a second on me because my finger slipped and accidentally took it off the trigger. But we're managing to keep that gap of about 2.5 to 3 seconds. He's not really making inroads on me, but Charles Leclerc, oh, he's lost a place to Hamilton now. But Ferrari's threat has definitely gone, and it looks like this championship has definitely gone for Max Verstappen. Here we go then, round to start the final lap. It's going to be another fastest lap with a 1:28.1, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately, as we tour Abu Dhabi for the final time. It was a very, very valiant effort from Max Verstappen. The fact that he was even in this fight in the first place was miraculous in itself. He took the fight really well to Norris and Piastri, but unfortunately it does not look like it's going to be enough. The two McLarens are together, but the Ferraris have dropped back, and their threat sadly faded some time ago. Well, he tried his best. Max Verstappen gave it everything he had. But as he comes around the final corners here, it looks like he is just going to agonisingly miss out on the title. He does come through to win the race by quite a considerable margin from Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, but with Lando Norris holding on to 3rd, the Englishman is going to win his first world title. Despite Max's heroic efforts to get himself back into it, Oscar finishes ahead of him on the day, but not over the season, and ends up taking 3rd in the championship. Win number 71 for Max Verstappen, but it won't be championship number 5 in this scenario. So there we go. It was a pretty, you know, it was a great race for us. You know, the second stint we were by far the quickest car, but yeah, just wasn't to be, unfortunately. Lando Norris taking the title by, got to work out maths in my head now, by 2 points for Max Verstappen. and by... God, I'm really bad at maths, aren't I? By 13 points from Oscar Piastri. I will put a little graphic up at this point, by which point hopefully I would have worked out the maths better in my head and I can display it out for you. But yeah, Lando Norris is the champion on this occasion. Max Verstappen very, very narrowly missing out. He did all he could, but Lando did just about enough. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like on there for me. If you're new around here and you like what you see, why not get subscribed so that you can be notified of future videos like this one. Comment below any thoughts and suggestions that you may have. Thanks once again, take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.